Good morning, everyone. Bob here. Welcome to Balance Training for Seniors. Your sensory systems, such as your vision, your hearing, and your touch, control your balance. You have receptors in your muscles and joints that sense motion. These sensors communicate with your brain to keep you from falling. This communication has to be done quickly, or down you will go. So let's learn to speed up our senses today with a 10-minute SPRY, S-P-R-Y, workout. Let's warm up with some crossovers. We'll begin by simply step touching one side to the other. We can move our arms. That helps us with balance. We can have music, or we can just look outside and enjoy the beautiful white stuff called snow. That's what I'm doing. But we're going to incorporate crossovers. So we're going to, as we step touch, we're going to cross our arms over in front of us. We're not moving too fast. Remember, it's all about balance today. Once we've managed to do the crossovers with the arms, we're going to cross over our feet behind at the same time. So warm-ups don't have to take very long, because their job is to get oxygen to those muscles that you're going to be working on today. So we could warm up for 30 seconds or a minute. If we don't like the step behind, we could cross over in front to accompany our arms. And if we manage that and we think the whole thing is just way too easy, we could cross over behind and in front. One leg behind, one leg in front. How about the other one in front and the other one behind? But only for about a minute, so 10 more seconds. And we're done our warm-up. So the acronym for this balance workout is SPRY, and the S stands for stability. And you have muscles deep inside your body, close to your spine, that are your core muscles. You also have muscles on the surface of your body that are mover muscles. But we're working on the core muscles, so we're just going to do one. Remember, this whole workout is only taking us 10 minutes. The standing bird dog. So standing in your best posture possible with your feet shoulder width apart, arms at your side to start with, here. We're going to raise one arm straight up overhead and hold it there. Keep it straight and keep it close to your body. Take the opposite leg and take it behind your body and touch with your toe. And then take your whole body and just push back a little bit and hold it. Just for 10 seconds. Good. So down comes the arm and out comes back the leg to neutral. So now we take the other arm, take it straight up overhead. Keep it straight, keep it close to your head. Try to touch the sky or the ceiling with your fingertips, and then take the opposite leg, put it behind you, touch with your toe, and then take your whole body and just push back a little bit. I'm not leaning back, I'm just pushing back on my toe. Keep the arm straight. It's just a 10-second hold. Good work. That's the S in SPRY, stability. The P in SPRY stands for proprioception, or proprioceptors. Everything in your body that tells you where you are in time and space. One leg balance. So I'm going to start by balancing on this leg here. I'm going to shift my weight a little bit over to that leg. Take the other leg and lift it off the ground a little tiny bit. I'm not holding on to anything, and I'm just trying to see how long I can keep that foot off the floor, balancing on that leg there. I'm gripping the floor with my feet, toes, everything that's going on in my feet. I'm holding onto that floor, got this foot off the ground, and I'm trying to stand up nice and tall while I do it, and I'm not even holding on to anything. Pretty good, eh? Well, I can do this because I have practiced, and that is 30 seconds. Your goal is 30 seconds. So if you're doing this and it's really difficult, you can hold on to something, a chair, a countertop, or whatever. And if you have to put your toe down and you can't keep the foot off the ground, that's okay too. You don't have to get the leg way out here or anything fancy. Just get it off the ground and try to stay on one foot for 30 seconds. So I'm going to try my other leg. You do your best, see what happens. So I'm going to shift my weight. And when I'm ready, I lift this foot off the ground, balancing on the other leg. And I'm just trying to get to 30 seconds. Standing up nice and tall. This one's a little harder because this leg here had a new knee put in it about a month ago. So I'm working on getting my range of motion back in that leg and strengthening all the muscles on that side of my body. Has it been 30 seconds? Almost, just 10 more. My goal is 30 seconds, one-legged balance. You're going to have to practice to get here, I know. Anytime you have to put your foot down or put your toe down, that's okay. Hold on to something, all okay, but that's 30 seconds. The R in SPRY stands for response training, which means how quickly can you get your heart beating in the normal, relaxed state after you've done some kind of workout where your heart needs to pump faster. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just warm up a little bit by marching on the spot, and then we're going to go as fast as we can with our march or our walk for 20 seconds. So I think I'm kind of warmed up. I'm going to try to get going faster. Is this as fast as I can go? Yep, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got to get to 20, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then I slow right down and I just walk in a nice relaxed state for 2 whole minutes. That gives my heart a chance to get back beating in the relaxed state. That's what I want it to do. I want to be able to go fast for 20 seconds when I'm walking and then slow right down for 2 minutes and have my heart beating in the relaxed state. Well, where would I do this? In my house? Maybe on a day with lots of snow out there I would. I can march where? I can march right on the spot, or I can walk around my house really, really fast. But I don't want you to bump into anything, and I don't want you to fall, of course, because that's what this is all about, not falling. So marching on the spot's a good idea. If it was nicer out and the streets were okay, I would walk down the block. And once I got going pretty fast, I'd count to 20. And then when I got to 20, I'd slow right down and I'd walk for another 2 minutes, and then I'd be done. The Y in SPRY stands for young bones. And if you want to keep those bones really, really, really healthy and strong so you don't fall over, then you have to do something that's going to work the bones. And it's all about using light weights. And if you don't want to use light weights, like a couple of water bottles or something, if you don't want to use light weights because you're not there yet, you can always just use your own body weight. So today we're just going to use our own body weight, and we're going to do one exercise called a squat cobra. So I'm going to stand here with my feet shoulder width apart, use my body weight, and I'm going to very slowly sit in the chair that isn't there. So I'm keeping my head up, and my back's pretty straight. There's the seat of the chair for me. I don't know where the seat is for you, but there's the seat for me. And so once I'm in the squat, I hold it for 10 seconds, and then I'm going to come up slowly. Notice I'm using my legs and my hips and lots of body parts to stand up. When I get up, okay, I'm going to look up and I'm going to lean back and push my hips forward, and this is called the COBRA. And I hold that for 10 seconds. Good, and so then I can straighten myself up, get my hips back into neutral. I'm going to do it one more time just so you know what a squat cobra is. So I'm lowering my body very slowly. Being slow doing this is really important. If you're holding on to 2 water bottles, that's okay too. But I get down to my squat in the chair that isn't there. Everybody is different, so you might be higher up, you might be lower. But that's my squat this morning. Hold it for 10 seconds, and then slowly come back up until I'm standing in neutral, nice and tall, and then I push my hips forward, look up at the ceiling or the sky, lean back, and hold that for 10 seconds. And that's my COBRA. Good. If you can't do this without holding on to something or using a real chair, that's okay. That's where you might want to start. The owl cool down. We're going to cool down now with the owl. So the owl is all about your shoulders and your neck and your head. So I'm going to simply take my hand, doesn't matter which one, across my body to the shoulder on the other side and place it on top of the shoulder ridge and dig my fingers into my back and push my palm into the front of my shoulder and squeeze it. So squeeze your shoulder and try to get blood up into that joint. Once you think you've got it squeezed pretty good, you're going to slowly take your head and turn it into the squeeze as far as you can go and hold it for 10 seconds. Could you do this sitting down? You could, but since this is a balance training session, I'd like you to try it standing up. And stand in your best posture possible, but for 10 seconds, and then slowly bring your head back to neutral and then look away from the squeeze for 10 seconds. Hold it there. Keep squeezing. This is your owl cool down. All about the shoulders and the head and neck. So now I'm in neutral again. I'm going to look all the way up, head way back. Hold it, keep squeezing. Just 10 seconds, and then slowly bring your head into neutral and then put your chin on your chest. And you're done after 10 seconds. Looking down. Good. Your head comes to neutral. You let go of that shoulder. Relax for a second. And then reach across. Squeeze the shoulder ridge on the other side. And then turn your head into the squeeze, 10 seconds. And then back to neutral, away from the squeeze. Keep squeezing. You need that blood, you need the oxygen in that joint. Back to neutral, and then look up. I'm just trying to breathe in a relaxed state. In through the nose, out through the mouth, whatever is comfortable for you. Then look down, chin to chest. This is the owl, the cool down. Really important. We warmed up, we did spry, we're cooling down, and then we're going to meditate. The Cook's Hookup Meditation. It's time to finish the workout with some form of meditation, so we're going to stand in our best posture possible, feet shoulder width apart, shoulders down and back a little bit and relaxed, arms at our sides. Maybe we'll tuck our chin into our neck, but stand in your best posture, most comfortable posture possible. Okay? And then I want you to close your eyes and see if it feels okay to do that this morning, because we're all about balance here and we don't want to fall over, and we need those eyes to stay upright. So if you can do it with your eyes shut, fine. And open your eyes again. If you can cross your legs at your ankles and feel okay, that would be another goal that you might want to work toward. And if you can cross your arms at the wrists and grab your fingers and put your hands on your heart and then close your eyes, that would be your ultimate goal. But let's today just stand in neutral, thinking about our posture. And then what we're going to do is we're going to think about those spry exercises we did. So the S was for stability, and I think we did the bird dog, the standing bird dog, right? Spry. And the P, what did we do for P? Well, that was that big long word, proprioception or proprioceptors. That's all about where I am in time and space, my senses, my seeing, my hearing, and my touching, right? And so I think that exercise was that, oh yes, it was the standing on the one foot, right? Right, and then we did that R for spry, that's response training, right? How quickly can we get our heart rate beating in the comfort zone? So remember, we marched on the spot for 20 seconds, as fast as we could go, and then we slowed right down and we just marched slowly or walked slowly for 2 minutes, right? The response training. And then the last one, the Y, is all about the young bones and working with resistance and weights and stuff. And we did the sit in the chair that isn't there, and then we stood up, pushed our hips forward, leaned back, and did the COBRA, holding each of those two, the squat and the COBRA, for 10 seconds. All about weight training, young bones. We don't want to fall. So as we're reviewing here, and I'm doing all this talking, you're just thinking about those 4 exercises, and you're maybe with your eyes shut, maybe not, maybe with your arms crossed, hands on the heart, legs crossed at the end, maybe, or just maybe standing there, and that's your meditation. Remember, this whole thing only took 10 minutes, and you're going to do it every day because you don't want to fall.